Combo Breaker 2025 took place this weekend, and on May 25th, our top 8 took the stage to battle it out. With this being the first in-person tournament of the Rivals 2 Championship Series, multiple top players were looking to start off with a bang. Players like Cakesalt, Stango, Bileburb, and Bbat all showed up to make this bracket a great way to start off the RCF. The 10-year anniversary of Combo Breaker was looking quite promising, with Dakpo playing Sago and Stro playing Hyperflame. Both sets faced off for 7th. Let's take a look at Dakpo versus Sago. A player who is more well known for their Diddy Kong and Super Smash Bros., Dakpo would enter the event as the 16th seed. Using Raster, this player would send Zack, Chicago Fire 3, Genis, and Glum to losers before losing to Cakesalt himself. Dakpo would then take Raven King, Juno, and Lucius out of the bracket in order to get to loser side top 8. Sago would enter the bracket as the 20th seed. Playing Loxodon, he would defeat Sodadrum, Blazing, Uljace, and Hunter before falling to Bbat. After the loss, he would defeat Masternade and Cannon Red before beating 3rd seed Bileburb in an upset factor 6 win to face off against the furthest Raster to make it.
Slipstream though, that purple effect means that it's not online because you gotta hit with it. If the bird has Slipstream, they go a lot faster. There's a lot of combos that don't work otherwise. What are you doing down there? Hey, get back, but at what cost? Sago takes these usually. That is the exact same scenario that we've been seeing lead into it before. We've got the Magma 2, burns it, immediately gets it back. This all happened because Dakpo used that down air off stage and it leads to the kill.
And in an intense game 4, the Fire Emperor would win 3-1 against the Wind's Fury. Dakpo would receive the placement of 7th as Sago would move on to fight the loser of Cakesalt versus Bbat. Before that, let's take a look at Hyperflame versus Stro. Hyperflame would enter the event as the 8th seed and would beat Snickersnee, Rain, Reach, Tammy, and Juno. Hyperflame would then lose to Cakesalt in a hype game 4. Once in losers, Hyperflame would beat Cheesy Potato, one of the best Krags in the world, in order to get loser side top 8. Stro would enter the bracket as the 11th seed and would beat Eastray. How the hell am I supposed to say this tag? There's no vowel. There is no vowel. What am I supposed to say? It's Merp and Anakin Skinwalker before falling 2-0 to Vibe, the Claren player. Once in losers, Stro sent Seth, Glum, and Yoda Cage home to make top 8 loser side to face off against Hyperflame.
There, but he does it again. Oh my god, Stroder's trying to call it out too. If he's a little bit quicker on the trigger, that is dead. It doesn't matter though. Stro has moved on.
And in a tense game 5, Stro would defeat Hyperflame, the Zetaburn losing out at 7th place and allowing the Claren to face off against the loser of Vibe and Stango. Let's talk about those two first. Stango would enter the bracket as the 2nd seed and would start the weekend off by defeating Mo, Yuli, Wisely, Jackie Peanuts, Frosty, and Lucius, all without dropping a single game. Vibe was the center of quite a few conversations. People on X felt as though that Vibe was overseeded. The Claren would enter the bracket as the 6th seed and the want to prove people wrong. Vibe would beat 74, Bug, Jet the Jengan, Stro, and Bileburb in an upset factor 2 win to play against Stango and winner side top 8.
He got forward instead. Good job. Mixing up the rolls.
Backer's gonna do it. That Backer's gonna do it. Wise the last stock game 5. This is how we start Combo Breaker top 8. Excuse me? 5, what do you have left in the tank?
So if Vibe is able to bring this back, he's a legend right now.
Another moment to just grab ledge. Stango not quite in position for it though.
Oh, we got the pinball. We got the moves.
He lives.
Oh my god.
The boy lives.
The screen is dark, but we are waiting. Gets ledge. Oh, that up tilt misses.
What a great empty hop here from Vibe. Wisely.
Vibe. Every time one of them is off stage, I am panicking.
Well, so he hasn't been able to finish.
The charge
he hasn't been able
it!
to finish. Vibe does it. He'd been looking for that against Krag the entire time.
And even with a switch to Krag, Stango would fall short to Vibe's wall of tippers and precise neutral B snipes. Before we talk about that, let's take a look at Cakesalt's and Bbat's bracket patterns. Cakesalt came to the event as the 1st seed. Cake plowed through Ronage, Etail, Anonymous Moniker, One Power, Dakpo, and Hyperflame to make winner side top 8. The best Rivals 2 player in the world is looking to make waves. If you're unaware, Cake has decided to attend every RCS event planned in order to claim number 1. A player that has something to say about this is Bbat. Seeded 4th, Bbat would defeat Tav, Burst Dragon, Kilogram Hours, Sands, Sago, and Yoda Cage in order to make winner side top 8 and challenge Cakesalt.
Oh, I love the pause. I love the wait.
Back air, good up air. Gotta get the up strong special.
Yep, get the pop. Okay, we are rinse repeating. The problem is this is a character that's sometimes hard to close out.
That's sitting in winners finals versus Vibe. Wisely, if I told you that Cake and Stango are going to be in losers before we get to grand.
Cake Assault would fall to BBATS in winter semifinals. Cake's fleet made its own appearance but was unable to close the set. Cake Assault would go to losers to play against the Lockstomp main Sago and a best of 5. Let's go check that out. Before we actually head into the rest of the top 8, I want to say thank you guys so much. The stream that we did for this hit over 300 views, and I have been blessed so much to be doing this all. But make sure you're actually subscribed. About 90% of people that see my content are not subscribed. I mean, I need number go bigger. I need number in my head to go bigger so I can smile for once in my life. Enjoy, guys.
Cake is definitely a decade younger than Sago.
Little did you guys know, I'm actually on stage right now playing Lockstomp. Sago, man, has played such an amazing run, but Cake, I got nothing, man. There's no insight. This is just a body bag.
It doesn't even look like Sago ran out of steam. It looks like Cake just got the operating system downloaded. I mean,
that was a 41% three.
And in an absolute blowout, Sago would lose to Cake Assault. Cake clearly tapping into his fabled loser's bracket Cake mode and putting on a show. Next is Stango versus Stro. Yet again, a Clarion versus Zetterburn match. This time, I have a feeling Stango won't pull out the crap.
Could be it. No, drops down to the ledge. Great slide off. Great slide off. Not to the top yet. Oh, the wait says, I know you're going to panic when you get near me. I know you're going to panic.
He wants this grab. He needs this grab.
He's been fishing a little bit, but there it starts.
Great back air. Doesn't get it.
Fish might have been all he needed. Not yet. Oh, you are so glad that didn't lead into the strong flight. One more.
That's going to be it. That's going to be it. That's enough. That's a heartbreaker for Schroeder.
And in a swift 3-1, Stango would eliminate Stro at 5th place. Moving on to the only person seated above him in the whole tournament, Cake Assault.
Going low. You can still make it back. Oh my god, the drop! That backer would have hit. You hold. Can you clean it up, or is that backer going to take it?
Stango doing everything in his power to get something started on this last stock. Cake knows this is a couple times now that the operating system has been wrong. Deep Blue occasionally loses to Bobby Fischer, ladies and gentlemen.
Might be a glitch in the Matrix. Which system are we getting right now? Trusting in that shield, knowing it's small. You got flipped out of the jump. The pop goes low, and that is it. Wow, that was some phenomenal adaptation from Sago.
Stango would end up losing to Cake Assault in yet another 3-1, making it a now 9-0 set record in Cake Assault's favor. Cake would now face off against the loser of Vibe and BBATS. Let's go check on that.
Lee gets out. Oh, okay, that was some sort of mishap. You got caught. You got caught.
You're dead.
Wow.
You're dead. Not only you're dead. BBATS with the emphatic pop off from that too. In grand finals of Combo Breaker. This is what.
Even with an impressive performance like Vibe showed, it wouldn't be enough to deny BBATS his grand finals appearance. Now Vibe would go to face off against the raging legend that was loser's bracket Cake.
Now, Cake is back. It's a back air.
He's gonna get back to ledge. He's gonna get the down air. Cake is a killer. Cake is here to ruin the dreams of your favorite players. Cake Assault is going to be in grand finals.
And Cake takes it, making a large comeback in order to get his spot in Grands. Vibe's impressive performance cementing him as one of the best Clarions, hell, one of the best players in the game. Now, there was only one set left to be played out, Grand Finals. Cake Assault versus BBATS.
BBATS, I need to see a 0-death, but first I need to see you get on so scared.
On that platform, I can absolutely would have that down strong will, though.
Not yet.
Shield wisely. He has to let go, and that's going to be why. Either dive from the shield break.
Go low again.
Cake Assault, what more can you say, young man?
I was expecting a double dip, honestly.
The RCS Championship begins like every other Rivals event. Cake Assault wins Combo Breaker with a snap of his fingers. that top 8 is over.
This is the man who said, I'm going to every single RCS event. I need someone to stop me.
Cake Assault wins Combo Breaker 2025. The 10th annual Combo Breaker tournament comes to an end with Cake closing out the tournament and an amazing 6-0. This isn't even the end though, yet it's only the beginning. Cake Assault has dedicated himself to show to every RCS event that has been planned. The next RCS event I will cover will be CEO in June. If you want to see the top 8 coverage of that, make sure to subscribe. I plan on doing 2 videos a month and 1 short a week. My name is Kincaid, and I'll see you cool kids later.